Welcome to our Notion dashboard for homeschoolers. Today we'll be exploring how you can customize this Notion template for your own family. As you may know, Notion is a powerful tool that can help you organize your lessons, field trips, subjects, resources, and so much more all in one place. Okay, so let's dive in and start making it work for your own needs. You're looking at your homeschool dashboard, so you can look at this as your home base where you'll go and start the day and then jump to different areas you're focusing on for the day. Real quick, before we dive into the dashboard, let me show you. On the top right-hand corner, you have these three little dots. You want to click those, and this will allow you to change the font if you would like. I just have it set to default right now. And more importantly, the width, okay? I know when I first started using Notion, I had some pages that didn't show the full width. And if that occurs, you want to make sure that this area is checked, okay? Okay, so let's talk about the dashboard. First off, we have the navigation on the left-hand side. This is where you'll find all the databases that are included in this template. And I've set it so that it toggles, so it won't be so overwhelming. You can get rid of it if you're not going to use it. And then we have quick lists on the left, which I like to start here in the morning because I can quickly just brain dump or put in my top priorities for the day, and you can just write them down right here and then check them off once they're finished. Here we have the Learner's Portal, and this is for your kids where they can easily, at a glance, access everything that they need to get done. Okay, we have the quote over here, which you can easily change this and put your own photo or quote or anything that just kind of is a good way to start your day with. Okay, we have monthly planning here, and I'll click on these in a second. I'm just giving you a quick overview, but there are different views to the monthly planning. You can view it by quarter one, quarter two, and so on. And then your tasks are located here. There are different views set up already, so you can view it just by this week. So you want to click on today, it'll show you everything you have to do this week, or you can have it set as a list. Okay, and there are multiple databases set up in At a Glance where you can click through these and see your current lessons, the resources you're currently using, different subjects if you want to focus on a different area, and all the field trips that you have currently in the process of working on. And then on the bottom, you just have a full calendar here, so you can just jump into today, add some more events if you need to. Okay, so let's start off in the Learner's Portal. This is where it's a lot of fun to customize this area. Obviously, not everyone has 5 kids, but I just put that in there just so it'd be easy. And if you have one child, just delete the rest of the children. But let me show you how you can customize this to really work for your family. Okay, so first off, the covers. Just click on Change Cover, and then you can upload your own file of your child, or you can go into Unsplash and you can actually search all of their free, royalty-free photos and pick something that maybe represents your child. Okay, you can switch this out, put your own emoji, or take it off if you'd like. And obviously here you can put your child's name. Okay, so this is designed as kind of their own dashboard where they can come and they can see exactly what they have to do this week, lessons they need to work on, resources they're currently using. And also, my favorite part of the portal is where you can really sit down with your child and go over specific things that they want to do, the goals for the year. So it's a lot of fun to sit with your kid and do this in the very beginning of the year and just talk about, what do they want to do this year? What unit studies do they want to work on? What games do they love to play? What apps do they want to utilize for their learning? And different books that they want to read. So this is designed more to brainstorm with your child. And also, I like the boredom busters because if they're just, you get your kids coming to you and saying, I'm bored, what can I do? You can write down some ideas and boom, they can just go and they can reference those later. Okay, and these are all under toggles, so you can easily hide them when you're not using them, so they aren't a distraction. Goals for the year, things they want to learn, places they want to go, books they want to read. And you can minimize that. And passwords. I don't know if your kids are like mine, but they're always losing their passwords to, email addresses or Khan Academy or whatever platforms they use. So you can list those in here. And if you want to change the type of, you can change it to a bulleted list. You can just change it to notes, whatever you prefer. You can even create a table here if you'd like. All right, and then you have notes just maybe where you want to jot some ideas for your kids or they can make their own notes. Okay, and we'll dive in deeper to each of the different databases that they can access, but essentially they're all synced to one another. And you'll see how that works in a little bit. And also you can see this taskbar here at the very top. It has a home base, so you can use this to head home, or you can just go up in the left-hand corner and head back to your dashboard here. But each of these are shortcuts. Okay, so if you want to add a new contact, you can do it directly from this page. But just know that all of these shortcuts are synced. So every page, if you make a change and you don't want contacts on here and you delete it, it will actually disappear everywhere that it exists. So it is on your home page. And so you can just jump in and have a shortcut to create a new lesson or a new task or add a new resource. Now let's create a sample lesson together. You could go over to the navigation and go to the lessons database, or you could use the shortcut button here with create a new lesson. So let's do that because it's a little bit quicker. Okay, and it opens up automatically in the side view. If you'd like, you can enlarge it and then make it full width. Okay, and then let's pick our title. We're going to create a unit study on seashells. Okay, let's add an icon, a seashell icon, and then we can add a cover. I love that you can draw from all the royalty-free images in Unsplash. Oh, let me spell it right. There we go. Okay. Okay, that should pop up in just a second. And then under subject, there are some preloaded subjects. And let's choose nature. And then you can choose which child. Obviously, it won't be child 1, child 2. You'll have their names in there. And then the date you will be doing the unit study. You can also put an end date. So let's say you're going to do this for an entire month. Okay. And resources. Now, if you'd already preloaded some resources in that database, you could pull them in here and it would create a relation. I don't have any currently, so we're not going to do that. Let's see. We're going to tag it as seashells, unit study, status. We are in planning mode. And then any tasks associated with this unit study, you can relate them here. I don't have any tasks set up right now, but if you had, say, you were going to an aquarium or you're going to the beach or anything you were going to do in relation to seashells, you could put there. Okay, and then on the page, I have some lesson planning templates that you can use, or you can just start with an empty page. Let me show you what the template looks like. Okay, here we go. So just basically an area where you can start brainstorming exactly what you want to do for the unit. Obviously activities, videos, and they're all just set up as to-do lists, but you can change that as well. Okay. Okay, so we have a lesson. Let's head back over to the dashboard. And if you'd like to view all the lessons you have, you can just click on the database, and now that shows up. Okay. And there are other views under lessons, so I have it set to filter so that you have planning mode and progress and completed. Okay. All right, let's head back to the dashboard. Let me show you resources real quick so you understand like where you can plug in all the resources you're using, whether you're using different curriculum or books or videos or documentaries, anything you want, you could include here. Let's open one up just so you can see how it appears. You can keep notes on it, add quotes you'd like to remember, you can rate it, you can put within here which child utilized this resource. And here's where you can also relate the lesson plans. Okay, and there are different views set up, what you're reading right now, what you have coming next, and you can see what you've read for the whole year. Okay, and then over here are the filters. This is where you can adjust your views. So as you can see right now, this filter is set up to only show completed resources. Okay, let's head back to the dashboard. Okay, Under field trips, again, I have multiple list views. And this is where you can just organize everything that is involved with planning and organizing the field trip. Okay, contacts. You'll never again forget where you met someone or their kids' names. You can keep track of the emails, birthdays, anything you want here. Okay, and then monthly planning is probably one of my favorite databases because it allows you to not forget anything. I know we always have these grand ideas, and then February rolls around and we forget that idea. So whenever you see something, say on Pinterest or somewhere, and you just want to make a note of it, this is an excellent resource to do that. So let's dive into April, just so you can see how it's kind of set up right now. And you can change all of this to suit your family. But basically, I just put an area for you to brainstorm topics, important events for that month, any field trips you're planning, lessons you might want to do. You can see it's already showing the seashells because we put the month of April. Okay, so it's, as you can see here, it's set up with this month. You would need to change that filter dependent on what month, or no, actually I already did it for April for each month. So that's already set up for you. Okay, let's head back. And as you can see, the monthly planning is also located on your dashboard. You can set it to see the whole year or just the quarter that you're in. Okay. All right. All right, last spot, let's go into homeschool record keeping. This is where you can really keep track of everything your child's done for the year. I know in the beginning when the kids are younger, it is not as important, but as they get older and they complete courses and you start to forget. So it's really nice to have an area where you can just jot down what they did. So for example, let's see, I have it set up here so every child has their own category. So you can see all the kids at once, or you can just go in and zoom in on one child and see what they've done. Okay, let's open one up so you can see. Okay, date started, if there's a course ID. This is also an excellent place to keep track of volunteer hours and resources that they've used for that subject. And then obviously you can add everything you want on the page that you don't want to forget. Okay. All right, so that's just a quick tour of your homeschool dashboard. Make it your own. I love adding the photos, add the pictures, get your kids involved, make it creative, have fun with it, and, make it work for you. If you need to delete entire sections just so you're not overwhelmed, do that. Or, move things around. Just make it so it's something that you look forward to using every day to really keep track of your homeschool. And that's it. Enjoy.